Hello guys! So today I wanted to do a handbag collection video. I really enjoy watching these and kind of just wanted to do my own, and I will admit that I'm a bit shocked at how many handbags I have stashed in random places around the house. So this will be kind of interesting for me to see what I have, and I might decide to get rid of some of these just because I don't use them. So let's jump right in. So first category I wanted to start with are tote bags. The first one I'm going to start with actually is my newest bag. This is from Coach, and it's just a canvas bag. I've really liked the sort of, not really rainbow, but the colorful logo. On the front it has a nice kind of royal blue lining. I did buy this from the Coach outlet store probably 2 or 3 months ago now, kind of when everything started opening back up. My mom and I needed to get out of the house and I picked this up. I don't currently know what I'm going to use it for. It was really an impulse purchase, but it wasn't that expensive either, so I'm sure I'll find a use for it eventually, I hope. So that's the first one. Next, I have actually two. I have two of the Le Pliage totes from Longchamp. The first one that I purchased was this smaller kind of aqua blue. This one I purchased intentionally for taking with us on vacation when we go to places that have a beach, because the inside is sort of like a material that's not going to get very dirty very easy. So this has gone with us to several different beach vacations. It's a really good size for sunscreen, water bottle. It fits my iPad, sunglasses, kind of anything I would want to take to go head out and get a sunburn for the day. The second one, I purchased this also very intentionally. It's kind of the plum color. This one I use, or was using, as my work tote bag to kind of carry my laptop and all of my work accoutrements from location to location. When we do eventually start going back into the office, I will start using this again, but right now it's just folded and put in my closet. One thing about this that I've noticed, I did buy this actually at the Longchamp store in the Galeries Lafayette in Paris. It was a lot cheaper. I think this was around $100 US. Buying it in Paris. It has worn at the edges, which, because it's a work bag, I do use it and I don't baby it at all. I just kind of throw it on the floor when I'm in meetings, or on the floor of the car when I'm moving from place to place. So I'm really happy with it overall. It's exactly what I wanted, just one big open space. I don't need all these compartments for hauling my laptop around. The next sort of tote bag, I guess, is this purple, sort of like a gym bag. There's actually a really funny story behind this bag. When we did our first big international trip, we went to Italy, and in Milan, I realized that I had way too much crap that I had purchased along the way. We were there for 2 weeks and going from city to city, so I was actually buying a lot of like random stuff, like scarves and clothes and tiny little trinket things. And my backpack had gotten so heavy that it was just a nightmare to carry. And when we got to Milan, I realized I can't pack all of this crap in my bag and fit it in the overhead compartment in the airplane. So I saw this in the window of a shop, and it's a really pretty bag. It's purple canvas with a really nice thick leather strap. It's got the crossbody strap as well, which is all tangled. So it's got the nice crossbody strap that you can adjust. I did buy a couple of keychains while we were there from Italy, and they've just stayed on there ever since. I do use this occasionally if I'm going to my parents overnight, or my grandma's house, or my friends. So this is sort of just like a weekend bag for me. Next, I have 3 like little shopper totes. I don't use any of these, but they're all, I don't use them now. I did use one of them. So the first one is from Dominica in the West Indies. This was a souvenir that I bought. We had purchased some things at a market and I didn't want to carry them all in separate bags, so I actually purchased this at a stall. I did also use this bag in college when I had a couple of summer classes and all I needed to take was like a small book, a notebook, and a pen, and like my phone and my house keys. That was back when I never really carried anything. So it is really kind of neat. It's hand appliqued flower, just a little thing that now doesn't really get used, but does have a little bit of sentimental value. The next one is a Hello Kitty tote bag that I bought in New York City. There's a little Sanrio store kind of over by Port Authority. I bought this the first time I ever went to New York, which was in 2009. I've never used it. It has literally been folded and in a box since I got it. I just don't really have a use for it, but it's Hello Kitty, so I'm just never gonna get rid of it. And the last tote, this one, I feel like I either got this as like a gift with purchase or it was on mega clearance. I don't know why I have this. This actually does sit on a hanger by our back door in case I ever do just need a bag to throw something in, but so it's from J. Crew, and it's a woman with a bunch of dogs. I have a thing for animals, so I do sort of, I don't know, gravitate towards things that have pictures of animals on them. Very childish in that regard. So I don't really use this one, even though I have good intentions of, because we have reusable shopping bags that fold up into these tiny little puck type things, and I always keep those in the car. So when we go grocery shopping or if we're going over to a friend's house, I always have a bag that I can grab in the car. So I don't unfortunately use any of the tote bags, but probably not going to get rid of them. I'll do my travel bags. That's sort of a big random selection. All of these were purchased intentionally at the time, but over time we've sort of realized that they either don't do what we want them to do, or they're too big, or there's just something about them that Marcus and I don't like, so we don't really use most of them. So the first one is a messenger bag. This is from Timbuktu. The reason I like this but don't like this, it's the same reason. It actually has a strip of Velcro that goes all the way along the bottom, and it's very loud. It's pretty spacious on the inside for traveling, so you can fit, a full bottle of water, guidebooks if that's a thing. I don't really think we've used a guidebook in a while, but you can fit a lot in here. This is disgusting, but it's also sort of masculine, so Marcus felt okay carrying it. I mean, he wouldn't not carry a bag because it looked too feminine, but this one sort of has a longer strap for the crossbody, so it fit him better, and he actually did end up carrying this quite a bit the one time that we used it, but I don't really see us using this in the future. It's probably one that I will get rid of. Next, for like an exclusive travel bag, this is a pack safe bag, which when I first started researching travel, there was so much about, if you're going to these tourist destinations, make sure that you're really careful about pickpockets and thieves, and they'll just cut your bag right off your shoulder and things like that, and that sort of freaked me out, but turns out it's not something I really need to worry about. So this pack safe bag, it's cut proof, so it does have like metal pieces sewn right into the fabric. You can't cut the shoulder strap or anything like that. It is good for traveling because of all of the different pockets and things that it has. So you can cram a lot of stuff in here, but that's also kind of a bad thing because you end up cramming so much stuff into this bag that it becomes incredibly heavy. And then if you need to find something, you're like digging through every little zipper pocket thinking, where did I leave my keys, or where is my passport? And we've actually loaned this out to other people, so that's it. We collect flag pins when we go places, so this has been to Spain and Austria and Mexico, Paris, and Germany. Just kind of a fun little thing that we do. So again, one that I don't really like to use when we travel because it's almost too big and bulky. So next on the travel are a few other bags. So this bag I actually bought on Amazon. It's one that kind of changes color, and if you take a picture of it with a flash, or if it's under really bright light, it kind of turns like a yellowy, like a fluorescent yellowy color. So it is pretty cool. It's huge though for carrying around all day when you're out doing stuff. I did take this to DC, and I found that my shoulder really, even when there wasn't much in it, my shoulder sort of just got really tired. It does come with a crossbody strap, which is how most of my bags have a crossbody strap, unless they're like evening bags, because I just cannot be bothered to like hold it under my arm, or your shoulder just gets tired if it's just a single strap. So I do like this bag. Not gonna get rid of it, but it's just not one that I use very often. It's kind of got a specific use that unfortunately I just don't use. Next is probably my most practical travel bag. This is it says MMS. I have no idea. I don't even remember where I got this. It's probably from like Target or something. But it's a very small pleather bag. It does have quite a few pockets of its own. So it's got 2 zipper back pockets. It's got the front zipper pocket. It's got an inside zipper pocket, and then it has like a little phone section. It's also crossbody. I do actually like this one because when we're out and about in different places, I don't have to worry about it at all. It's very unassuming, so there's no real fear of someone being like, oh, you're carrying an expensive bag, or I have to baby it, or if it gets dropped in the dirt. It doesn't matter. I don't want to have to worry about stuff like that when we're traveling and having fun, and about my bag getting dirty. So this is a great one. I've taken this to several different countries now, and it's held up really well considering what I've put it through, so it's a keeper. Let's see, I have 2 backpacks. Let's see. First one, this is from Target, so it's just a little floral backpack. I bought this right before we went to Mexico this past January because I just sort of wanted something a little bit nicer. So I normally take my little pliage tote with me, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted something cuter than that this time. So I picked this up at Target. It's A New Day brand. I feel like I've seen these, if not this print, like the same thing just in a different color, recently at Target. So it is pretty good quality because it's got like more of the nylon feel both on the inside and the outside. Again, it works really good for beach stuff. It was kind of just nice when we went on a few little day trips to have a backpack that I didn't have to think about versus like a crossbody tote. Because when you have the crossbody bag, whatever side you have it on, your shoulder kind of starts to get a little like tight, I guess. Or maybe it's just me, I hunch my shoulders. Whereas having a backpack is kind of nice. And what I like about this one, so if you look at the back, you have effectively one strap. So you can, currently it's in its crossbody way, but if you pull the 2 straps out, it becomes a backpack. And this was so cool. I just really liked the versatility of this. The crossbody, when it's that way, it is adjustable, so you can adjust the straps. So I just really like this bag. I'm happy that I bought it. It's cute. Makes me feel a little bit more dressy when we're on vacation. The last travel bag that I have is actually one I've never used, and that's because it was on my Christmas list this past Christmas, and my sister-in-law bought it for me. And, I had great intentions. We all had great intentions of travel this year, and that hasn't happened. So I do look forward to actually using it. But it's the little Fjallraven Kanken, I'm probably saying it wrong, backpack. I did want the gray just because it goes with a lot. When we travel, I tend to bring a lot of black, like black pants or black sweaters, and then like fun floral tops, because when we travel, I try and pack the least amount as possible. So it's just one big open thing. This is super cute. It's more like the child size, but again, when you're traveling the way that Marcus and I travel, which is like very light, something like this is great because if I don't want to wear it on the plane, it packs flat and it's very light, but it also holds a lot. So things like this, things like the pliage tote, they're great for travel just because you can pack them down into such a small space and they don't really hinder how much I'm carrying. But if I do need them for space later, I have them available. I do have one fanny pack, and this is a very special use fanny pack. So this is, I think, from Target. The whole point behind purchasing this fanny pack is that Marcus and I really enjoy going to the Ren Fair, and I do not like to have to carry a bag. So we do dress in costume to go to the Ren Fair. I wear usually like a crop top or some kind of like boho top, full belly bearing, and then I have harem pants that are really cool, and this just goes, I sling it super low on my hip, so it's just got a cool vibe to it. It is pleather. It's from Universal Threads, which is a Target brand. It's very small. All I take with me to the Ren Fair is usually my phone, my little card holder wallet with my ID and my credit card and some cash. I can fit sunglasses, lip gloss, like the bare minimum is really all I need there. So it's a fanny pack, but hey, it's purposeful. It's got a good use. So I have a couple of vintage bags, and these are like really vintage. I've never actually used any of these because they all came out of my grandmother's closet. When she passed away, my aunt and I cleaned out her closet, and these are just some of the ones that I really liked. They're kind of vintage in feel and in style, but they're in really good condition, and they also sort of feel like they're coming back into style in a way. So the first ones I want to start with are not in style, but these I really wish I knew the history behind them. So this one, it almost looks like it's cross-stitched little flowers. When I found this, it was basically just squashed flat. So this is overstuffed with a really thick paper. I'm hoping it will kind of eventually puff back out, but I don't know if I will ever actually use this. It's just something that I find really special. I wish I knew the history behind it and who it may have belonged to. It does have mother of pearl inlay on both sides up at the top here, and then all of the hardware is a gold tone. It's got this cute little really nice gold tone strap. It has been used because on these little pieces here all the coloring is worn off. It's silver, and then it has sort of like a black satin lining. So this would hold my phone, keys, card holder, stuff if I actually did want to use it. I don't know if I ever will, but it's definitely a piece that I'll keep just because it kind of has sentimental value. And then sort of along the same lines, this isn't a purse, but it's a tiny little pouch for change. Again, it's sort of, I feel like it might be silk. It's really delicate, and this is actually very dry feeling, so I don't know if she ever used it. But it also feels like it has this like a raw silk lining in it, very clean. So I don't know if she ever used it because it's very old and it's very clean. So again, just one of those things that I will keep and hang on to just as a memento of her. And then the two other bags. So the first one I have here, this one I just thought was really cool, and it just felt sort of like it was in style. So this is a kind of, it's leather, but it's a very soft leather, and it almost has like a pinky purpley undertone. So it is brown. It's like a mink. I don't know. It's like a weird pinky brown. It's sort of a strange color, but it does have these acrylic handles, and the handles actually snap together, and that's what closes the bag. It's just kind of cool. It fits everything that I would need to fit. It has a burgundy lining in it. It looked like at one point it did have a stamp or something affixed with the name of the brand, but this one looks like it's in really good condition. I don't know if she used it. very much. There's no wear on the bottom corners or anything, but I felt like when I first saw the Bottega Veneta little slouchy pouch bag thing, it reminded me of this. This is a bit more structured, but it has without the handle, it's got that very kind of smushy pouch look to it. So it's kind of on trend, I think. Maybe when the world opens back up and we can go out to dinner, I will use this. I find that it's a very strange color, so it might be one of those things that I have to wear with like a black dress or something that won't compete with it in color, but we'll see. And then the last vintage one that I have, that was my grandmother's, is this tiny little, sort of like a champagne gold color bag. This is leather. It's a pretty nice leather. Not a ton of wear, but there are some scratches on the front. And this opens with this little clasp, and it does have a really nice, thick, heavy gold strap chain to it, which is sort of like a really neat woven pattern on it. It's got a matching suede top and then black leather on the inside. So the brand of this is Frenchie of California, and I did look on the internet for these, and you can find this bag actually on eBay or at resellers, things like that. It's not expensive to buy pre-loved or as vintage, however you want to call it, but I didn't really see this color anywhere. It's a really unique color, and I think its shape, even though it's kind of vintage, it still just has sort of like a contemporary styling to it. So who knows where she got these, or how long she had them, or if she even used them. She had an enormous bag collection, so these were just the couple that I took. The couple I could fit in my luggage, actually, because I had to take everything I wanted home with me. So, let's see. Next, I do have a couple of more special, like, event or evening bags, things like that. So, we'll go through those. So, this is a bag that I've also never used. I did just buy it, so this is from Cult Gaia. I did get this on sale, and that's really what pushed me to buy it. It's because I'd been looking at them for so long and just couldn't justify the price for a little wooden bag. But for one, it was on sale, and for two, it has this crossbody strap, which has the wooden beads of differing sizes. And it's super cute, and my sister's actually getting married in a couple of weeks, so this is the bag I'm going to wear for that, and it's going to go with my dress really nicely, so I can't wait to wear it. Who knows where I'm going to wear it in the future other than going out to dinner with friends or things like that, but it's one that I definitely think it may go out of style soon, and it probably already is sort of on its way out, but I feel like the shape will lend itself well over time to being like a fun vintage bag. So this is one I will not get rid of. I will keep this for a long time, and I could definitely see myself wearing it or taking it on vacation for a long time into the future, just because it's trendy, but it's also kind of like fun trendy that might hold on. We'll see. I do have one evening bag that's a super cheap one that I actually bought. Is like a last-ditch effort to find an evening bag when we went on a family cruise, and I didn't have anything small enough to take with me that was nice and kind of went with all of the outfits that I was taking. So it's plastic. It's not even like nice pleather. It's plastic. It kind of looks like alligator something. It does have a crossbody strap. It's a nice heavy chain. You can wear it with or without the strap. It does come off. But I've used this quite a bit, actually. Vacations, because it packs down to effectively flat. It's a nice evening bag. I've worn it out to dinner. It holds everything that I need. It's like so many evening bags I find are too small. So I really do like this one. And the color is just sort of unique. It's a color that I really like. So I think I paid $10 for this on clearance. So good investment. I have one of my older Coach bags. This also does have a crossbody strap. There's a theme there. Every bag I have has a crossbody strap. So this I got at the outlet, years ago. It does have a front pouch. It's where I keep Kleenex. And then the inside is one zipper pocket, phone, and whatever else you're supposed to put in these little pockets. And then it's just open on the inside. I don't wear this very much. I did wear it when I first got it, but I don't tend to wear it now because, for one, it's very noisy, and when you're walking with it, if there's any weight, it actually squeaks every time the metal rubs against itself, and it's just really annoying. I've taken this on a few trips. It does have some stains on it, so it's not in like the best condition anymore, but it's a good one to have just in case I want something a little bit nicer to wear. Usually if I'm taking it out, I do not use the crossbody strap because we're just going out to dinner. So it's okay. I would not rebuy this if it was in front of me today. I do have one massive regret purchase, but thankfully I bought it on Amazon, so it was really cheap. This is a knockoff of the Lady Dior. It is supposedly leather. I don't think it is. I've used this once because it's also very noisy, and I honestly just feel super weird. I know that where we live, there aren't a lot of people who are into luxury handbags or things like that, but I feel super weird carrying this because I know that it's a knockoff. Like, it doesn't have any, Dior logoing or anything on it, but it's a knockoff. And I feel weird wearing it. So I may get rid of this. I may donate this. I don't know. It's one of those items that has plagued me of, should I keep it? Should I not? I kind of wanted to buy it because the internet has had me looking at Lady Dior's, but I could never justify the price of that for what it is. I would much rather buy some plane tickets and spend money on travel. And the color is also a bit weird. I mean, it's from Amazon, but it's like a purpley pink, weird color. It doesn't really show up on camera, but I don't like the color of it. I have one more sort of evening bag. This one is pretty special to me. I did buy this as a souvenir, and unfortunately I haven't really had a chance to use it yet. It's not that old. I've only had it for about a year and a half. It is this leather bag. It is hand tooled. It's sort of like a multicolored staining to the leather. It does come with a crossbody strap, a really thick strap, which I think is really unique. The strap is also tooled, so it's like they put a lot of work into the strap itself. I did buy this in Mexico when we were on vacation. Like I said, two winters ago. It's very good quality. This is made by a small Mexican company. Let's see, Carolina Crowley, I think. I love it. I've worn it just a couple of times. I really want to wear it more because I do think it is it's really special. It's eye-catching. It's got really nice memories. We were on a family vacation with Marcus's parents, his sister, and sister's husband. So there's some good memories attached to this, and I look forward to wearing it more and getting some good wear out of it over the years. So it's very beautiful. I do have two bags that I've not worn in a very long time. I keep these in their dust bags because I don't wear them, but I just can't get myself to get rid of them either. The first one, I bought this at Nordstrom Rack. I think it's a Marc by Marc Jacobs. It wasn't that expensive, but it's also in good shape, so I don't want to get rid of it yet. It's kind of this sort of tote bag with the two top handles, and then it does have an attachable crossbody should I want to put it in there. It's basically one giant open bag. So my problem with this is that it's just too big. I do not need to carry this much stuff with me. So half this size is more what I prefer. It's a nice bag. I do like the color. I don't know if I'll ever actually use it again. Maybe my mother would like it. I don't know. But it's one that I've just held on to because I do like it in principle, but I know I won't wear it again. And then I have this Coach bag. This is actually one that I wore to death. I don't think they make this style anymore. I did buy this from Macy's back in 2007 as a college graduation gift to myself. I got so many compliments on this over the years. I think I probably used this for three or 4 years all told. It's a cool bag. It's very heavy and like thick. Again, it's just one big open. I have colored tissue paper in here. Just one big open section. I like this bag and I wouldn't get rid of it, but I don't like that it doesn't have a crossbody option. I really find that having bags that just go under the arm, they're always slipping off, and I would end up walking around like this to hold it up. And they also get this is heavy on its own, and when there's stuff in it, it's even more heavy. So I love it, but again, probably one that if I would ever wear it again, it would be out to dinner or kind of a one-time event bag. But I do like it. I do think it's very pretty. I like the patchwork on it. And then I have one more bag, and this bag is special to me. It's actually the bag that I use every day. I have used this every day as like my ride or die since the day that I bought it, and given everything else that I've gone through, this might be a surprise because I'm not really hugely into luxury handbags, but this is my baby. I've had this now for just under 3 years. I had no intention of actually buying this when I did it. I actually found this in a Louis Vuitton boutique in Munich, Germany. We just went in because I do really enjoy fashion and all of that, and I'd seen it online, but it was expensive. When I first started looking at it, it was about $2,200 US. When we did all the conversion for changing it into euros and then reducing by the VAT, it actually came out to $1,540. So I did have the money put away in my savings account that I could buy this, but this was definitely an impulse purchase. Would I buy it again? Yes. This is my absolute perfect bag. I had several bags similar, but not this, for probably about 5 years prior to getting this, and I would definitely say this is my perfect everyday bag. Like I said, I've had this for almost 3 years. I use it every day. This thing, there's very, very little wear, if any, on the corners. None of the edging has peeled off. I know a lot of people got this in canvas and there were issues with cracking up here. This is in the empreinte leather, so this thing takes a beating. I used to baby this when I first got it. I don't baby it anymore. This gets put on the floor. It's thrown on the backseat of the car all the time. It's had a whole glass of wine spilled on it. White wine, thankfully. The inside's fine. It's just the right size for me. You can see that, it fits everything that I need. I know this has probably been overdone, but I kind of want to do like a what's in my bag and like a review of this, because I feel like if you're one of those people that loves this, there's a reason that you love it. If you're one of those people that bought it because of the hype, I could see why it's not really your thing and why you might regret that purchase. But this was something that if I were to lose this today, I would save up the money and repurchase it. I would not repurchase a good chunk of the bags that I have sitting on the floor here. But this is one just because it's exactly what I want. It fits my personality, it fits my style, it fits my life. So I do not travel with this because I don't want people to notice that I'm carrying an expensive bag and mug me, but I do take it everywhere with me otherwise. So that is my full bag collection. I have a lot, unfortunately, and I have a lot that I don't use, so maybe I will go through these and donate some of them. None of them are really ones I would sell. I'm just not really into selling things. I don't have the time for that. But I would like to use them more intentionally. I don't like having things that just sort of sit around unused, unless they're things, you know, like these, where it's kind of a family heirloom, bit of history. I wouldn't get rid of this because it's just sitting around, and I also may or may not ever use this. So that's all I've got for today. Did you have a favorite? I definitely had a favorite. Obviously, it's my Pochette Matisse, my absolute favorite. Let me know if you have a favorite down below in the comments. I may make some more videos like this. I kind of would like to do what's in my bag and a review of the Pochette Matisse, just to throw my voice out there on that topic. But this was fun. I enjoyed it. It's crazy how many bags I can shove into drawers and places that I never look at anymore. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.